going to give you a site tour of the whole plot. That's not something I've actually featured yet before on my channel, so that'll be a walkthrough from end to end of our allotment site to show people what it's like up here. So far we're lucky with the weather. The rain's holding off. A little bit nippy, not as warm as what it's been in recent days, but still not that bad either. So we're just here at our open day, our spring open day today. Just show you around what we've got. Blue squash.
Yeah, blue squash, I don't know.
No, I've never grown that before.
TV route.
What else we got? Some strawberry plants, red cabbage, some peas, lettuce, mint, chives, packs of seeds. I'm going to show you these wheel trims that one of our members paints up.
She put the Easter hat on, didn't she? Thanks, Jaden.
If you pass me that basket.
I'll give you again for the
Well, my daughter,
We've got a raffle going on here.
she heard me.
We're going to be auctioning off a shed that one of our plot holders left for us. And we're looking for some working parties to help on the plot. We've also got a pumpkin and sunflower compost. Here's a selection of yummy cakes that some of our members have made for us. We've got gluten free, Malteser cakes, and some chutneys. Oh, I've been told we've got a courgette and a lime cake as well. And a banana and cranberry tart. Got a suggestion box on our table, and lots of advice leaflets. A selection of seeds and some old magazines. Got a lucky gift for the children. We've also got this for sale as well. So as promised, I was going to do your site tour after our spring event. So here I'm starting right at the bottom, so we've got here plots, one at the front, two at the back. And as we walk up, we have plot 3 here, which has been abandoned by the previous owner. So we come along and trimmed it just to tidy up in readiness for the open day, just to make it look a little bit tidier. I've actually got a new neighbour at the back now on plot number 4, and I started to actually put some weed membrane down on there. So as we continue up, come to plot 5 and 6. This is my plot, and you can see the wild bird feeders there need topping up. There's the new shed at the bed, and these are our field bins that we started weeding. If you saw our spring cleanup video 1, and daffodils obviously nearly finished now, so this is plots 3 and 4, the plots that I have. Continuing on, that's just just an overview of our plot. I think I said it was plot 3 and 4, it's actually plot 5 and 6. And then we reach here, this is plot 7 and 8. And the guy here has just had a big manure delivery. This is horse manure, which is about a year old, so it's well rotted down. But because we've had no rain, it's quite dry and clumpy, so I think he's going to invest in a little small tiller. I've got a big rotavator, but it's far too big for what he needs. So that's plot 6 and 7. 7 and 8, sorry. We continue down our roadway here. And we reach plots 9 and 10. And as you can see, all the sheds are all in uniform layout. They're at the back left corner of the plot, or if you have the plot behind, it'll be the top left corner. So everything's uniform. We're only allowed 6x4 sizes. That's the rules of the parish council. Unfortunately, not us. Here we have plots 9 and 10. We've got all the black currant or red currant bushes in here, and quite a nice lot of rhubarb here. Now this guy that owns this one, this is plot 13. He comes down every year and weed kills it. Sprays it all weed killer, and that's about it. So I think we believe he's keeping it for his retirement. He's actually a policeman, and when he retires, this is going to be his little baby, but he doesn't have the time at the minute, so he's literally just weed killing it all just to keep it under control. Then we've got plots 13 and 14. Quite nice. So continuing on our journey to the site. That's plot 13 and 14, and they got a lovely little archway, similar to what we're going to do, having the path out of the middle. Plot 15 and plot 16. Now I think this plot's vacant, it's all overgrown, and I believe this area here that is really high, the last guy had here a delivery of chicken manure, and he did use it all, but obviously where that chicken manure was stored, the grass has grown a lot higher and stronger than it has on the rest of the plot. We'll continue our tour up the road. Just going to show you this area here. It's a golf course that's under development. There was a 9-hole golf course over that way, and the farmer owned this land, and he bought this land and he donated this section that we now called our allotments. I think it's about 2 years ago. So this golf course has taken a long while. I believe it's still got another 2 years until the development's finished. Plots 17 and 18, this one has been covered, but the wind has got to it and it's not really doing a lot. As you can see, underneath the grass is grown all the way through. Continue on to plot 19 and 20. Again, I believe this one here is vacant. There are first communal woodchip areas here. Here we are on the communal plot. I'm just speaking to this lady here. She's just taken over that plot over there, and she's also using the hugelkultur method, building raised beds, half filling them with wood chip, and the rest manure and compost, well rotting manure. We'll continue our journey down. Now this side looks quite nice. Got the raised beds here, and at the back they've got a big scarecrow. It's pretty cool. And here we've got another new plot holder. They've done a brilliant job with building these raised beds, and got the bark chipping down in between the rows. It looks pretty smart, I must say. It looks like they've got a lot of strawberries at the back ready to go in. And again at the end, another vacant plot. So we're now at the halfway mark. This is where we had the spring fair the other day. And this is also a communal plot where we all congregate in the summer to have barbecues. And we've just put this screening area around the toilets, good bit of privacy. And a couple of these planters which we're going to plant up. And one of our fellow allotment holders has just painted the shed on the door and the window. He's just got the roof left to do. This area here is also a turning circle for those wanting to turn their car around. So here we are with plot 29 or 29 and 30. Again, this is a lovely neat and tidy plot, and the plot at the back is vacant to set to grass. Where we live is actually a small village. We've got a lot of development going on. We've got another 400 or 500 houses being built, so I'm sure these plots will soon go. This is our community plot. If you remember on one of our videos you saw us building the composters at the back, and all our new bark deliveries are actually going to come here, and the one that I showed you down here is actually going to be rented out as another plot. You know, it's a lot of money for us to pay out for 3 plots a year. We're paying out for the toilet plot, we're paying out for the plot where the compost is, so we can get it all moved here. And then when we cut the communal walkways between plots, we can put the grass into here, and that provide compost for everybody to use. And again, all future deliveries of bark will end up here. So I've reached plot 33 and 34 now. I'm not sure if this one's been rented out or not. It's a little bit overgrown, but it looks as though somebody's had a go at doing some digging here. And you've got some lovely raised beds at the back. I'm actually going to take you down there and show you. It does look like they're being built with decking boards, or some decking boards, but I believe they had a cover down on this for some 8 months or more, just to kill off everything underneath. You can see he's done a tremendous job. So he's got a nice bare platform to start working with. And you must live behind, because we've got a gate going out into the mobile home park where some of our residents live. This is the one that me and Ben grass cutted when we was having the day where we was all getting together building these compost bins. So continuing our journey. Now one of our members makes these wheel trims, and look at that, isn't that beautiful? We had a selection of these for sale on our open day, and I think they sold really well. Once I get to her plot, I'll actually show you her plot. And I believe for a living she's a landscape gardener, so this is what she does, this is her passion. Again, this is a lovely tidy plot, as is this one, got a nice shed there. It looks like they've built a fruit cage over here. I think that's something I want to do eventually, to get the thick bamboo poles, and then you can get these rubber connectors that you can use to connect the poles together. It looks like they've got this bed set to strawberries, the straw down. Again, this is another vacant plot, not quite sure what's happening here. And this one I don't know whether it's vacant, renewed. There's a little bit of a mess. So I'm going to take us back down to the front again now. Look at the thickness, the quality of these bamboo. I've never seen bamboo canes that thick. I must find out where they've got them from. I think they've actually done an excellent job with that fruit cage. And if you're on a budget like us, something like that would be ideal. So that was plot 3738. This one's 39 and 40. Luckily we've actually got quite a good roadway. It doesn't flood, it doesn't get muddy in heavy rains. It's actually pretty good. Another plot here. Now this netting here they've got, I did speak to them about this, and I believe this is scaffold netting, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper than the white fly mesh and the moss and butterflies you get on your cabbages and your brassicas, so you need to get them covered up. That's a really fine mesh, and if you do a search on Amazon you can actually find that and get it in different colours, red, blue, green, whatever suits your taste. But the mesh does look fine enough to stop those cabbage moss getting in and you know, damaging your brassicas. Got some lovely trees here coming out in blossom. I'm not quite sure what is actually happening here, because I was told the rule is they're only allowed miniature trees, nothing that grows over 6 foot, but these look like bulk standard trees that will just continue to grow as if you bought a normal apple or cherry tree from the garden centre. So unless they're going to chop the tops off, but on our plot we do just have minimal planting done, or minimal fruit trees that just grow fruit up the stems of the plot. And there's quite a lot of cardboard on this one. So that one there's plot 43 and 44. Now what I like about our community here, it's not just about the garden, it's about the decorating. Look at this, we've got a clock. Paddington Station, London, NW15. And it's just the little touches like that that brings out the allotment. It's not just a vegetable garden, it's somewhere where you can come and sit and just chill out. I call it my man cave. I don't have a man cave at home. If I need some time out, I come down to the allotment, and that's my chill out period, even if I just sit in the shed and have a cup of tea. Yeah, this is plot 47 and 48. Now, I do like these beam structures, lovely and strong. Ours is going to be made from scaffold poles. If you remember, we did get a load of scaffolding and all the connections, so somehow we're going to get them rigged up and see if we can make a permanent pea bean bed. Again, 2 plots there. I believe this plot's just recently been taken over. The last person has left strawberries here, and that looks like beetroot in that one. I could be wrong, but it does look like beetroot. And we're nearly at the end now. On this plot they're using the palette colours. When I used to work at home base, we used to get an abundance of these, but anything that didn't get returned we used to get charged for. They'd keep a record of how many came in and how many they got back. They're actually quite expensive to replace, but they do the job. A lovely painted shed on this plot. And I do like the layout of this plot. It's all very uniform. You've got your paths defining your areas, and they've got their rungings and everything in this plot. And they've got some mesh along the back just to divide it all up. And obviously you've got the walkways in between. Does look really tidy. Now the problem with this area is because it was donated by the landowner, all of this area and what is becoming the new golf course over here was all set to seed, grass seed, barley, wheat, whatever they were growing, and the ground is very, very tough. So as you can see, even once dug over the fork or rotated, it's still is quite tough. If you look at that plot there, look, there's some of these wheel trims that I was talking about earlier. How beautiful they are. I'm getting close to that plot now, and I shall show it to you. So this is plot 57 and 58. And this is what I love about allotments. A lot of growth and structures. So you've got a lot of uniforming in and out of the plot rather than just having a bulk standard square plot with your planters. Allotments are supposed to be higgledy-piggledy, and I'd much rather have a higgledy-piggledy allotment than a boring structure. Like, as I said, I use it in my man cave. Now this is the lady here, the landscape gardener, that makes these wheel trims. I'm just going to show you her garden. It's so beautiful. She's defined all the edges of gates. She's got a lovely seating area and all these planters, and look at this scarecrow that she's made. What a beautiful plot. And again, these decorative wheel trims that she's made, and all these little defined areas of grass and flowers planted in here, and some hanging baskets. We've even got some decking outside the shed. Lots of things, wildlife, lots of plants. This isn't just a vegetable garden, this is a back garden. The person that comes and does this, they love it. And again, you've got all these little decorations that just make the allotment what it is. And lovely climbing rows here. But yes, definitely, if there was a competition on the best plot, the award would have to definitely get my vote for this one at the back. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and this short footage of the spring event that we had. That concludes our video for today. Just want to say, if you want to grow with us and help us on our journey, we've got an Amazon link in the description below where you can help us purchase things that we so desperately need for our allotment but we can't currently afford at this time. So if you can help, that'd be really grateful. The Amazon link below. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you do like our content, please do subscribe, hit the like button. You can also contact us through our social media sites. That's Twitter @glacjones, Instagram gb_allotment_vlogs, and on Facebook, if you do a search for My Big Allotment Project, you'll find all our details there. You can also check out our website, www.allotmentguide.com. Thanks very much, guys. See you in the next video.